Hello everybody and welcome back to the workshop. It's been a long time since we had a disembodied hands video, but I think this is what's going to work best for this. So this is an assessment of a bead roller I purchased some time ago. I'm really hoping to get back onto the Sirocco, and I'm going to be needing to roll beads into some of the repair panels. So this is a bead roller I bought from AIM Tools. They have a warehouse in Luton where I live, though I don't know if you can actually visit and pick things up. It's normally mail order. Had a few things from them, usually been reasonably happy. This one I chose because from what I could tell in the pictures, the main plate was of decent thickness. And it also came with a stand which I shall swing through frame, which is reasonably heavy, not too bad at all. Did come with some feet to bolt onto it to give it some stability. Not sure we'll be using that. I've got other arrangements in mind. So this has basically been tucked away in a corner for a long time, waiting for me to get back onto the Sirocco. And I've stripped it down for an assessment. There are some problems with it, some of which have effectively made it non-functional. 3 sets of offset dies, 3 sets of bead dies. They all appear fairly reasonable. The rust is from my storage rather than how they arrived. Main shafts, gears, collars and bearing blocks. So the dies, we'll see how concentric they are, but they all look reasonable. The shafts seem to be straight, reasonably sized. I will note that there is a defect on this shaft in a insignificant area. In fact, there's a couple more, but in the bearing areas the shaft's fine. That's not an issue. The gears are okay. These do just have set screws that go onto the shaft, and the shaft is actually dimpled to take them. Pair of collars, all pretty much par for the course. The main frame is actually generously sized, 5/8 inch plate, just shy of 16mm. Obviously flame or plasma cut, corners rounded, which is nice. That was the brand and the reference number. AIM Tools seem to sell quite a lot by this, under this name. The real problems start with the bearing blocks, and I will need a shaft back up to help demonstrate this. So first of all, there is the finish on the mounting base, and these are just cut with a bandsaw. There is no machining whatsoever, and there's some quite pronounced ridges that stop them sitting flat. And if I stand them all up on end, so you can see that one of the mounting holes is considerably off centre. The bearings themselves are some kind of powdered metal or possibly cast iron, and do not appear to be particularly round, but that may be the quality of the machining on the housing. Possibly with the stresses built into the bar, machining it caused it to relax and then the hole to be out of round. But that's not the most significant problem. If I bring a square in, the base is machined fairly square on that one and that one. That one's pretty much okay. That one too. But if we start fitting them on to the bar, everything in frame, and I push everything up, you can see we've got all sorts of angles going on, and tightening the mounting bolts for the bearing blocks just resulted in the shafts binding up to the point where everything was completely useless. So it's obviously I'm going to have to do some modifications, make some improvements. There'll be the usual mods that everybody makes to these, of despite the fact that this is a generously thick plate and much better than some of the sub half-inch plates you see on some of the examples online. I will be reinforcing it. I've got some channel section that I've got in stock that I'm going to use. I plan to be adding a quick release mechanism for the rollers, possibly using this toggle clamp that I happen to have lying around, so that you can open the rollers to get material in and then close them to a preset position. So far what I have done is to make a new set of bearing blocks. I visited my scrap pile, found enough offcuts that I was able to get 4 blocks. They are of different thicknesses. Some of these are 25 nominal and some of them are 1 inch nominal, and there's a pair of each, but they are 6082 aluminium, and that is a reasonable bearing combination with steel. In fact, probably better than the bushes in here, which, even if they are actually cast iron, are not a good quality bush. They're certainly not round. So these are a nice slip fit on here, a little bit tighter than these were, and I may drill these for oiling, so I'll drill them on the top surface rather than the end, so that you can just use an oil can to put oil in. So that's the initial assessment, and I hope to be doing some more videos as I proceed with the other modifications, especially that quick release mechanism. So I hope to see you all next time.